My attitude with the life is normal. I try to do the right things, basically around the football. I think this is the most important for me, to keep fit all the time, to keep fresh. My mentality is always to be good, for play good, for training good, and this is my target.
He's an athlete who is a football player, a top-level football player as well.
When he came here, he was like that.
The lad turns up, I just watched him, and you just think, man with a mission. What is the mission? Ryan Giggs. I've got to be better than him. And Ryan has always been interested in new ideas, trying different methods. And what Ronaldo did was exactly the same thing. He's seen how to be successful, but then he's ramped it up.
You could see then his life was revolving around just trying to become the best player that he could possibly be.
And go. The important thing is the work that he did on his own.
We'd finish training, he'd take a bag of balls and leg weights and go and do step overs and skills.
I see him take a ball and run around the whole of Carrington training complex, practicing his skills, developing his technique, developing a trick to beat a defender. And he did this nearly every day.
He does it in training, then what does he do? He takes that skill into which match? The big match at the top, not a chance. The easy match. Get used to it in front of a big crowd, all the TV cameras, all the rest of it. Develop it there. When I've done that, we'll step up a level. And then, at the end, he developed them skills at such a high level that he could play anywhere in the world, and that's why he's worth so much money. But he had to take the knocks. And the bravery was, get beat, make mistakes, so what? I'm in the development stage.
He worked in the gym, worked hard on his physique, and now you look at him, if you're going to build a footballer, his shape would probably be up there in the top 2 or 3 that you'd build, because he is a specimen.
He did more than anybody else, and that's why I say, as regards an athlete in football, he's been the most consistent in doing extra to get the best out of himself.
In only his second season in England, the spotlight was intensifying on the new United number 7. Like his predecessors in the shirt, the talent was now a target, punctuating his teenage kicks with tantrums and theatrics.
He dived a lot, he tried to buy fouls, and he came in for a lot of criticism. Boys were hard on him for his diving because it was putting us under pressure.
He was so eager to do well and eager to please and so desperate to be the best. The games, especially when we went back to Portugal in the Champions League, he used to try and win them on his own. And I remember the manager hammering him against Benfica, where he's trying to take everyone on. I think we'd end up losing the game. The manager went bananas. It took him maybe 2 or 3 games against Portuguese teams to realise and work it out, and that if he was just decisive in them games rather than trying to be the man every time he got the ball, the people would realise how great a player he is.
In the first 12 months, there was a massive toughening up process. In training at the time, you had Keane, you had Butt, you had Scholes, who every time he got the ball, they kicked him. And they kicked him not just once, they kicked him every session, every day, all season.
He's an intelligent lad as well. And I think he looked at a lot of things and looked at people, and he realised, and he listened to the media, I'm sure, oh, he's a show pony and stuff. So he looked at it, analysed it, and he had to work out what he needed to do to become that great player.
I'm more mature now, I'm more experienced. It's normal, you know, the games give you experience, the titles, and I know what I have to do, I know the right things.
One moment of madness, sent off in a crucial World Cup tie.
I wasn't too sure what had happened.
It was a decisive moment.
Echoes of Beckham in St Etienne.
As you even sent off, I can't believe it.
You need Wayne Rooney. He is the golden boy of English football. Don't kill him.
They did not. The guilty man was the chief witness for the prosecution.
It didn't surprise me, because Ronaldo is a winner. That was probably his way of trying to win that game, and that's what winners do.
The English press say, referee give red card because I speak, but this is not true. I say, ref, this is fault, but I don't say red card.
We got in the change room after, and people were saying, oh, he's meant to have winked at him and he's out of order and that. And to be fair to Ronnie, he come and got me in the change room, and he said, listen, just apologise to Wayne, I didn't mean anything, I didn't do anything bad.
When he's my friend, and I say sorry.
I think them type of moments in his career helped him mature, and he realised that he was obviously going to be the focal point of any incident that happened. He kind of matured and understood then that he had to make sure he towed the line properly.
Wait a minute, he's taking another card out for Beckham. It's a red card for David Beckham. Oh, no.
We had a similar thing with David Beckham in '98 after the World Cup when it was red card. And they were burning effigies of David Beckham outside pubs and bars all over London. And their first game was in London, you know, in West Ham. And what I said to Cristiano is, English people, they seem to talk more than they actually do anything. I think they'll boo you. I think that there'll be some strong reaction in terms of noise from the crowd, but they won't do anything physically. They won't harm you physically. And he was a bit worried about that. The first game away from home was at Charlton, and of course all the crowd booed. I said to him after the game, you've got the answer yourself. You can quieten him with your ability, and he'll never be afraid to show his ability, because he's got great courage.
What quality is more important, skill or courage?
I think the both is very important. To choose one, maybe skill. Courage is very important as well. If you don't have courage, you don't do the skills. This is why I think the courage maybe is more important.
What's his one biggest strength?
I think he's bravery. People say, oh, brave, he doesn't fly into tackles, but you've got to be brave to keep taking the ball when people are kicking you. You can pick players out in the leagues and around Europe and stuff and say, if you give him a couple of kicks or nudge him a bit hard every now and again, he'll run over to the other side of the pitch. Ronnie's more of the type who'd say, all right, then give me the ball and I'll go at you again.
By 2007, Sir Alex Ferguson had built another Premier League title-winning team, with Ronaldo at its core. Their star was rising in Europe too. At Old Trafford, Roma were routed 7-1.
A player full of fantasy who adds magic to what otherwise might be whimsy.
I'll probably look at the other game against Roma, the one when he scored the header. He's a silky footballer, beautiful skills. A ball comes across the box and he flies out of nowhere, bang, headers it into the net. And it was just like one that you think to yourself, he's doing everything now.
The first place, the winner, Cristiano.
For the first time ever, English football's top 3 Player of the Year awards went to one man.
I'm very happy for this. Thank you everyone, thank you my family, thank you my team, thank you my manager. And this is very proud for me, and I'm very happy.
The following season would be even better. Out of 10, what mark were you, in your opinion?
I can't say 10, but 9. I think we can improve all the time. 10 is the maximum. I don't do the maximum. 9.
Tactically aware, physically mature. Ronaldo was redefining the role of the multi-dimensional striker. A second league title followed another clean sweep of individual awards, on the way to breaking George Best's United record for goals in a season.
Ronaldo, brilliant! Made in Lisbon, delivered in Manchester for Manchester United.
I practice and I score a fabulous goal, I think. I'm very happy, not just because I score, but because I win.
In the Champions League semi-final, a penalty miss at the Nou Camp dented the perfect season. But Ronaldo didn't hide. He made a resolution.
I miss, it's not a problem. If I have next game, if I have opportunity to score a penalty, I try to score. I'm not scared.
George Best's Annus Mirabilis of 1968 had ended with victory in the European Cup final at Wembley. Exactly 40 years later, Ronaldo and Manchester United could start to prepare for a Champions League final against Chelsea.
41 is the goals I scored this season, but I want 42. I believe I'm gonna score against Chelsea. Well, Now we're gonna see.
In Moscow, Ronaldo took just 26 minutes to fulfill his promise.
Wes cut back, crossed it with his left foot, and when he come in from nowhere, jumped above Essie and bottom corner.
Manchester United strike first, and guess who?
Big occasions, he scores goals.
Chelsea responded. Frank Lampard's equaliser would take the final all the way to penalties.
Cristiano Ronaldo, maybe the best player in the world against maybe the best goalkeeper in the world. He saved it!
Losing to another team in a Champions League final is bad enough, but not to a team from England as well, where you'll never hear the last of it. And all them things and them emotions are going through your head when you're standing there.
One kick of the ball to give them the trophy. Oh, he's missed it!
What if John Terry hadn't missed that penalty? How would Ronaldo have coped?
There would have been tears for sure.
Match point, Manchester United.
Anelka. Van der Sar saved it! United again!
It's almost like a big relief. And Ronnie's just alone on the floor like that. It means so much to everyone. Everyone reacts differently.
This is the football. This is why the football, it's amazing. It's an unbelievable feeling.
It was what we've been working towards for a good couple of years, and that was the defining moment.
He's been excellent how he's handled everything, all the success. It's not changed with Cristiano because every day he practices, every day he works so hard, and that's to achieve the best level he can. I think at the moment he's the best player in the world.
You're not going to leave this club now?
No, I'm going to stay.
No, pass it. It's too far.
Oh my God! Messi or Ronaldo?